What's going on, Facebook? How the heck are you? Josh here. I'm going to wait about 10 seconds and I have two very simple, very easy tips for you to make more money next week than you did this week. And it's something that a lot of people overlook. Hopefully you don't overlook it, and if not, that's great. High five. But if you do, then you'll get value out of this. So I'm going to give it another 10 seconds. Hey Todd, hey Juan. Kyle, how you doing, Kyle? So there's two things that I take for granted in my company when I have my service company that made a lot of money for us. I just took it for granted. Like some of the things that we did, oh, thanks Mario, that's awkward. Some of the things that we did in my company, I don't even talk about a lot because I just assume that people do it. Well, a lot of people don't know this stuff, so I'm just going to get to it. So the first thing is when you go to an estimate, is you want to make sure that you give a price for every single service that you do, even if the client or the prospect didn't ask for it. That's my opinion. Hey Tommy, when you go for a service appointment and they say, hey, I need a quote to do this one thing, while you're there, at a minimum, document all of your prices for all the other stuff that you can see while you're there. And that way you have a record of it, that way they have a record of it, and then it gets their wheels turning. Hey DJ Brock, how you doing, DJ? Hey Shane. So tip number one is to give a price for every single service you do, even if they didn't ask for it, okay? And it's actually, that's good, DJ, I bet you make a lot of money. It's actually you performing a higher level of customer service. So let's say that they get 3 quotes, right? They say, I need a gutter cleaning, or I need my sofa cleaned if you're a carpet cleaner, I need a hedge trimmed if you're a landscaper, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's all the same, okay? If you go there and company A gives them a price, company B gives them a price, but then you come, hopefully you were first, by the way, but that's a side note. And then you come and you, as a consultative professional expert, give them an array of pricing for an array of services that they didn't even ask for. And you're not doing it in a salesy, used car salesman way. You're doing it in a way that adds value to them. You say, Mr. Jones, here's the pricing you requested for your gutter cleaning, and this includes us, removing all the debris, hand bagging it, flushing the downspouts with water, and checking all downspouts for clogs or leaks, and doing our 5-point inspection. And that's your price for this here. But we also give you a price for all the other services that we provide. You might not need them right now. In fact, most of them you don't need right now. But that way you'll have a record of the pricing, and so will we. So in the future, if something comes up, it'll be really fast and easy. Now, I did notice that your deck had a lot of mildew on it, and that's really dangerous. So I would personally recommend that you get that cleaned, even if you do it yourself. It's something that, I just noticed I wanted to make you aware of. Does that make sense? Okay, so you're giving them a price for everything, you're providing high level of service, you're being a professional recommender rather than just here's your bid, here's your bid, here's your bid, right? And I think that's a big deal. You'll make a lot more money, right? Any of you guys, hey Michael, how you doing? David, how you doing? If anybody missed it, you want to give a quote for every single service that you offer to every prospect that calls for a bid, even if they didn't ask for it. It's an easy way that costs no money, that will make you more money immediately if you start doing it. Plus, it gives you a record. The second piece of advice I want to give you is a huge one. And I talked to someone, I think it was on Messenger today, but this is a huge value bomb. If you want this, I'm going to give you a good one. And so like and share this video if you get value out of it. That helps me get the message out. But here's the big one. If you have crews, what we did is we trained our crew leaders and our assistants to identify what I called, ready? Remember this, what I called future opportunities. And what would happen is they all had a piece of paper. And the piece of paper was called their daily work log. And so as they work, they'd fill out stuff on the paper. Like they put down the customer's name. Like I went to Bob's house and I did this washing for him. And here's his email address. And he has a dog that's really mean, so watch out. Okay, so that would be like one line item on their work log that would come back to the office at the end of the day. Okay, really simple piece of document. We actually made it digital towards the end, and everybody used their iPad. But on this work log, and if you don't have a work log, make one. Have your crews identify what I call future opportunities. Now, here's the rules to play the future opportunity game. And this is a way for you to get more money to your crew leaders. It's also a way for you to get all of your employees to be more aware. And that, how hard is that sometimes, right? I used to always tell people, I didn't hire you just for your back. I want your brain thrown in. Like, I'm hiring you for your back, but if you could throw your brain in, that'd be great, because that's what we're looking for. So imagine this. Tommy is your crew leader, and he's out there, and he's doing his day. He's working his butt off, right? And he's filling out, okay, I went to Mary's, I got it done. I went to Joe's, I got it done. He paid with the credit card, this lady paid with the check, this guy. But on the third job, they notice what I call a future opportunity. On their work log, they document it. They document the future opportunity. Now, for us, and you can make this however you want, but for us, a future opportunity was something that was more than $100 in value, and it would have to justify an additional appointment, okay? And it has to be a bona fide, legit, obvious need that the customer had. So we did not train our employees to go try to upsell a bunch of crap people don't need. We did not do that. What we did is we stuck to the bona fide future opportunity. So if you're doing a gutter cleaning for someone and their whole house is covered in mildew, they literally need someone to wash their siding. Now, maybe it's not you, maybe they'll do it themselves. No, they won't. But it's a real thing, right? And to be able to put this on the work log, they had to tell the customer about it. They just had to mention it. At the very end when they got paid, hey, Mrs. Jones, I did notice you have a lot of mildew on the siding. We do that. You know, I don't know if you were going to do it or if you wanted us to, but if you have any questions, you know, call the number on here. We can get you taken care of. So we did not make our crew leaders become used car salesmen. And a lot of people that try to push their cleaners to sell, I think they scare away cleaners, and the cleaners a lot of times just don't do a good job. Sometimes they do, but your cleaners are there to serve, not really to sell. Like, I tried to separate that. So this wasn't a salesy thing. It was using your eyeballs. How can we help the person? What do they need done that they need done? Document it, mention it to the customer, and then here's where the magic happens. So when that work log is turned in to the office the next day, what would happen is the office manager was responsible for vetting and using all the data on the work log. So, okay, we got a new email address for Mary Smith. Awesome. So they update that in the CRM. Boom. Job number 2 for this crew. They said that they have a really mean dog that tried to bite our crew. Okay, cool. So we document that in the notes so that next time we can ask the customer in their schedule about the dog. Okay, cool. Job number 3, there's a future opportunity of a house wash. Now, we know automatically in the office that this crew leader was not allowed to put this future opportunity on this work log unless it was a bona fide, real opportunity that justified a second appointment on its own, and the customer had been mentioned it. It had been brought up. So then what we do is we take that future opportunity and we transfer it over to the sales team. And then the sales team, because we had 10 crews out during the busy season, right? So they're all going crazy. There's future opportunities like waterfalls coming in. The sales guy had an almost full schedule during the busy season of only following up with future opportunities. And these are like $500 this and $800 roof cleanings and a $400 whatever, flat work. And we did window cleaning and all that. But the point is that this is all, everything I've said tonight on this video is free. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't cost you money, okay? It's all about how you execute the way that you do your business. How do you do it? How do you send your crews out? How do you get the data from the day back into the mothership in the office so that you can use it and expand and get value and extract more value? And these 2 things, and I'll recap for people that jumped on late. The first tip was to always quote every single service you do, even if the customer didn't ask for it. Always do it. There's no reason not to. If someone says, I didn't ask you to quote me a window cleaning, I want a gutter cleaning. That's okay, because you're not selling them stuff, you're serving them. You say, oh, no, that's okay, Mr. Jones, absolutely, and here's your gutter cleaning price, it's right here, I'm going to circle it for you. What we did is we just made a documentation of these other services, just in case in the future you want them. We'll have a copy of it, you'll have a copy, we won't have to come back out. It could just save us time, or maybe we'll never use it, that's okay, but here's your gutter cleaning price. Okay, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to train your crews that you did not hire them just for their back, but you hired them also for their brains, and that you need them to use their eyeballs to identify future opportunities. And we need to document the future opportunities, get them back to the mothership, get them to the sales team. If you don't have a sales team, if you have like 1 crew or 2 crews, all of this is still applicable. What would happen for you when you got into the slow season, which is happening right now for a lot of people, right? Going into August, September, what would happen if you had 215 future opportunities from people that already paid you money and think you're awesome? They already think you're awesome. They already paid you money, and you have a bona fide, legit thing that they need, and you have a relationship with them. What are you going to do? Would that help you? I think it would help you. Sorry, I missed some of the questions. I'm going to keep it short. Let me see if I can get one. How did you deal with future opportunities if it gets the other service dirty when you come back? Well, if you're talking about window cleaning and a house wash, how long does it take to touch up just the outside windows when they were already clean in the first place if you do a house wash? It's negligible. Make sure you don't trip over pennies on your way to dollars. Don't overthink things to the point where you get paralyzed and do nothing, right? And that is a valid thing, right? It's valid. Like if you're doing a house wash and then they need gutter cleaning, cleaning the gutters could make the siding dirty, right? Well, then you got to rinse it off. Big deal, right? Like just account for it in your pricing. It's no big deal. Don't let it hold you back from making all this extra revenue because this one niche scenario might occur, okay? I see a lot of people that build their macro system around the anomaly thing that could happen. Like, because you're scared this one person will get mad, you won't take these 10 other people and put them into your business and get revenue out of it. I think that's bad. Any other questions? Let me see. I know I missed some other ones. I don't see the other ones, guys. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Hey, like and share this video if you like. If you got value out of it, that's it. I'm just giving you free golden nuggets. I love you guys. If you haven't signed up for radiusbomb.com, check it out. At least give it a peeksy-weeksy. Talk to you later. Have a great night.